great and having a great day. Today we're going to start by reading some sight words in a sentence. So we're not going to sound them out because we already know them. We're just going to practice working on fluency today. So today we're going to practice the word see. So I have different sentences that have the word see in it. Are you ready? And our new sight word, our new trick word, my, is in it also. Here we go. I see my dog. I like my dog. I see my cat. I like my cat. I see my fish. I like my fish. I like my pets. Very good. This time I want you to read it nice and loud all by yourself. Here we go. Very good. Did you see that exclamation mark at the end? Did you say it with excitement? I like my pets. Do you like your pets? Or do you wish you had a pet? All right, today I'm going to read you the story, Rainbow Fish and the Big Blue Whale. And at the end, I'm going to have you tell me different parts from the story. So listen up really good. Are you ready? This story is written by Marcus Pfister. So we've read Rainbow Fish before in class, which is really good. So this is the next one. Rainbow Fish and the Big Blue Whale. A long way out in the deep blue sea, Rainbow Fish and his friends swam happily through the reef. Each of them had a glittering silver scale, except for one little striped fish, but he belonged to the group anyway. When the fish were hungry, they ate tiny krill. There seemed to be an endless supply of the delicious shrimp. Rainbow Fish only needed to glide gently through the water with his mouth open to catch as many as he wanted. It was a wonderful life. One day, a gentle old whale swam by the reef and decided to stay. He liked the spot, since he too ate the krill that were so plentiful there, and he enjoyed being around the glittery fish. Often he drifted along, watching them for hours, admiring their beautiful silvery scales. Before long, the fish with the jagged fins noticed the whale watching them. "Why is he looking at us like that?" he asked the others. He was in a particularly bad mood that day. "See how he's staring at us?" he went on irritably. "Who knows what he's thinking?" After that, all the fish grew more and more suspicious of the whale. "Look at that giant mouth," said one. "Soon the krill will all be gone." Rainbow Fish began to worry. Until now, there had always been fish able to eat. Until now, the fish had always been able to eat their fill. What if the whale did eat up all the krill? And why did he keep staring at them? Was he planning to eat them too? One day, the whale swam quite near the school of glittering fish. Panicked, the fish with the jagged fins sounded the alarm. "Look out!" he called. "The wicked whale is after us." When the whale heard that, he was hurt at first, but soon he became very angry. "I'll show them," he thought. "I'll teach them a lesson." So the great blue whale shot into the middle of the school and lashed out with his gigantic tail, sweeping the sparkling fish in all directions. The terrified fish fled, racing toward a crack in the reef for safety. But the whale didn't leave them alone. He followed Rainbow Fish and his friends all the way back to their cave. The blue whale swam back and forth. They were trapped. "I told you that whale was dangerous," whispered the fish with the jagged fins. "We have to watch out for him." After a while, the whale calmed down. He made one last pass, then disappeared behind the reef. Nervous but driven by hunger, the fish cautiously left their cave and swam off in search of food. But the battle with the whale had left its mark. All the krill had been driven off. "This is silly," declared Rainbow Fish. "Before we played happily in the sea. Now we hide in our cave. Before, there was always enough food for everyone. Now we have nothing. We must make peace with the whale." The other fish were all too afraid to approach the whale. It was up to Rainbow Fish. The whale stared at Rainbow Fish suspiciously. "Please, let's talk," said Rainbow Fish. "This fight was all a big mistake. It drove off all the krill, and now we're all hungry." The two talked for a long time. The whale told Rainbow Fish how hurt and angry their hostile words had made him. "I never meant to harm you," said the whale, "just scare you a little." Rainbow Fish was ashamed. "I'm sorry," he said, "but when we saw you watching us all the time, we were afraid you might eat us." The whale looked surprised. "I watched you only because your shining scales are so pretty," he said. They both laughed. "Come on," said the whale, "let's find new hunting grounds." So Rainbow Fish and his friends, protected by their new friend, the big blue whale, swam off together in search of a new home rich with krill. And before long, none of them could remember what the terrible fight had been about. The end. All right, so first off, I want to ask you, who are the characters in this story? Who is the story about? That's right, we have Rainbow Fish, and we have the big blue whale, and all the other fish in the school of fish, right? Where does the story take place? What is the setting? Where are they at in this story? Yeah, they're in the ocean. All right, so let's think back. What happened at the beginning of the story? What were they doing? Yeah, the fish were just swimming around, looking for food, eating food. Remember, they said they had so much food that they didn't ever have to worry about being hungry. Lots of swimming and playing. And there he is opening his mouth for lots of krill. And then who came along? Yeah, big blue whale, because he was hungry also, right? And he also ate krill. But the fish kind of got a little bit nervous. Why did they get nervous? Yeah, because he kept watching them. Do you think you would get nervous if someone kept watching you? Maybe a little bit. So they were wondering why he kept watching them. And then it made the whale kind of angry because he just wanted to look at their shiny scales, but they thought that he was just kind of being weird. So he got angry. And he started swinging his tail around, made the fish go all over the place. So they had to run and hide because they were very scared of him. I would be scared too. And what else did he scare away when he scared the fish away? Yeah, he scared all the krill away. So here they are hiding. And when they came out, there was no more krill. What's going to happen if they don't have any krill to eat? Yeah, they're going to be very hungry. So Rainbow Fish said, "This is silly." So he went to talk to Whale. So they decided that it was silly to be fighting and that it was just a big misunderstanding, right? He liked looking at their shiny scales and he wasn't really being weird. He just thought they looked pretty. So they were going to become friends again and go look for some more krill. So now all of them went together and they went off looking for krill. Do you think they found the krill? I think they found the krill. Then they were all happy again and their tummies were full. The end. I hope you liked that story. See you later.